Yeah man guys, bless up. Yannick Reid here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, as I said, my name is Yannick Reid, and on this channel I like to talk about tech, creativity and lifestyle, focusing on photography and videography. So that sounds interesting to you, please just hit that subscribe button for more videos of this nature. Am I the only person who is absolutely tired of these online meetings? That my jaw hurts. I've been in meetings all day. I haven't even eaten breakfast. It's 6:30. The great thing about this new curfew 3.0 is that I can go out and get food at this time. I need something sweet. I deserve something sweet. I love sweets, but I do not keep sweets in my home. I don't stock up on sweets. I don't always get myself treats. Still wearing masks and still wearing gloves. Ice cream run was successful. Excuse me. Yo, what flavor ice cream I like? When I don't know, say cookies and cream is the best flavor already. So what's the second best flavor? On social media, on Instagram, I asked people to send in some questions so I can do a little Q&A. If you didn't get it by now, that's a neat little plug for you to follow me on socials. But if you want to ask some questions probably for the next vlog. I wasn't sure if these people wanted their identities in the vlog, because on Instagram you ask these questions anonymously. The first question though was, how do I measure success? Which is a great question. I think success looks different for everybody. And success for me is really peace of mind, comfort and relaxation. What it means is all I really ask out of life, is to be able to just afford myself. To wake up and have to worry about monetary expenses decreases from your peace of mind and your enjoyment of life. So at the base level, you want to exist without major levels of financial stress. So I don't need to live in like a big huge house or anything like that. I just need to be able to just afford myself. Afford to drive your vehicle, afford to live where you live in peace and safety, as well to be recognized for the amount of work and the work that I do. If I take the time out to work really hard on a music video or a photo, it's nice to be acknowledged for the work that you did. It's not that we're doing it for acknowledged, but it's nice, to say somebody, yo, the work that you did on this was really good and I enjoyed it, to inspire others and motivate others to go out and do things for themselves. And recognition also involves being appropriately compensated for that. So if you put in a lot of work, all I ask is just to be paid properly, or paid what I feel like I deserve. I work and I can afford my life and everything in between. That's what success looks like for me. How has your diet changed since COVID? I eat way less junk food when I leave my house to work. Before COVID was kind of every day, you'd buy lunch. Them road food they add up not just money, but in terms of like just calories and stuff like that. Now that I'm back home, for most of the time I'll find myself cooking 3 meals a day majority time. Almost every time if you cook something at home, it's going to be like more healthy than food where you get on the road. That's good. Getting a phone call to go into another meeting. I'm tired of phone meetings. Another day, gonna get some work done. Another question while we sit here in traffic. If you could join any past or current music group, what would you join? That's a great question. I feel like I'd want to join either Outkast, because I'm a big Outkast fan, or the ASAP Mob, because I like a good amount of the ASAP Mob. It's your favorite Rasta, Travis. Say it one more time. Hey boss, yeah, Travis of Jordan Morris, and you see we're still wearing the mask then too. We're up at the office, aka the Habitat. Making Jordan have a look. Social distancing. Yeah, deal with it. Wi-Fi. Man, I wear a mask.
Mask on, stay safe, don't get got.
You see, the mask hang off.
Listen, I'm trying to breathe because I drive this.
You see, producer extraordinaire, stylist extraordinaire. Get some mango, Yeah, so this is socially distant mango picking. So right now this is a Julie tree, and obviously Julie is the best mango. So you guys can fight over what you think the second best mango is. Finish meeting. The mango them there in this wine box. Jordan, I get a shoe. Show them your shoes now, dog. Show them the new Clarks now. Man, get a Clarks, you know. Imagine you fall for a meeting and get a Clarks, yo. I'm not wearing mask.
Smoking.
Watch mask there. Man, I have a runner, you know. See mask there? No mask. Mask there.
I have a mask, I'm smoking. So I pull down my mask to smoke. But the man, Joe, egregious.
Give him his chance. Someone asks, the Lumix G85 or the Sony ZV-1? And if you're doing vlogs, mobile vlogs, just like this one, I would recommend the Sony ZV-1. Yeah. What do I procrastinate the most with? I procrastinate with everything, but especially anything that involves me having to really think hard about a lot of moving parts, like having to call people and schedule times and put a lot of that stuff together. I find myself being burnt out of stuff like that really quickly. Also, something important to note, I don't want you guys to feel like that. I don't want you guys to feel like every time you watch this vlog I'm going on the road. I just vlog less in my house because that feels boring. Today is a significant day in Jamaica now because today, June 1st, is the end of the stay-at-home order for people at work, meaning that almost all, if not all businesses, people are expected to go back to work. So today everybody gone back to work. I just felt like you needed to know that. Today though, for sure I want to restock on some gloves. If you could travel to any point in time, what year/era and why? As we go further back in time, you know, things get really tough for black people. If I was to like be involved at some era, I guess I'd really like to be around, you know, around the time where Biggie and Tupac was like hot, as well as, you know, like when Jay-Z was like popping. Photography also seemed like it was banging them time there too. Yeah, so a little bit of transparency. Shortly after that last vlog, my car gave me some electrical problems. It's at the mechanic, so your boy is getting a ride today. I did the primary thing that I needed to do on the road, which was get by my camera. But I'm alright, I'm fine. Maybe we should answer another question. Question asks, what was my most memorable moment of 2019? One was doing the New Wave exhibit with my Vericulture team. That was really awesome, you know, for us to come together and do that project. There's a vlog about that, I'll link it down below. And then going to Dubai. It was one of the most different places that I've been to, you know, but first time in the Middle East. It was really different. It was really interesting. It was a vibe. Soul DXB was a big vibe. I would say those are my two favorite, most memorable moments of last year. Dance battle. Are you picking a girl from the Missy Elliott videos or Hip Hop Harry for your team? I'm definitely going with the girl from Missy Elliott's videos. Yo, the fact that she is still dancing is so weird. What's your outlook on God and how has it changed over the years? So this is a very deep question. I'm going to try and be very concise about it and very respectful. So I grew up in a Christian home, right? With a very Christian mommy. And I went to Sunday school and I was baptized and I did all of the Christian thing. I'd say like I was like maybe like 80 to 90% sure of what was being said about there, but there's always like a little bit of doubt, like, yo, is this really what it is? I just didn't feel like there was a being that was in control, you know, like I would be praying and stuff like that. And truth be told, of all my years being a Christian and praying and doing whatever, I never yet hear anything, see anything, get anything that felt like a conclusive response. It just felt like I was seeing things and I was like, oh, maybe that's a response. Like, I never had anything that made me not doubt. I was always filled with doubt. Always being filled with doubt and being told that, you know, you're a child of God and this, that, and this, that, and all of this. Like, me personally, I'm just unsatisfied with the idea that there's all of this emphasis on communicating with the Christian God and there's no response, or there's nothing that you're going to get that is going to make you feel sure. You must just look on random things and assign it to him. Me personally, I'm not satisfied with that. So that was really what the catalyst kind of started with me questioning my own faith and kind of looking a lot into Christianity and how I felt about it. That's that. I respect whoever is Christian based on their experiences. They're different from mine, and I feel like people should have the freedom to believe what they want to believe or believe what that makes sense, as long as it's not harming anybody. Over the years now, where I am, I believe there is a God, right? As someone who is an artist and I go art school and I interact with artists, like the world that we exist in, it feels like it was made with some level of conscience. It feels very deliberate. It never feels like it just come together like how it is. I don't necessarily believe that that person or that creator is invested or interested in our day-to-day lives and who we are. For example, you could make a photo, right? You love it a lot in like the time where you make it and thing, and then after a while they kind of move on from it and thing. It does not necessarily as into it. I kind of just feel like that might be the same thing, that somebody made this, them kind of move on. It's just our level of consciousness, and we living here as human beings is just our conscious. And we must just try to be good. I don't know what's gonna happen when we die, just to make the most of the life that we have here. Yeah, just kind of had to end that kind of light because I know it's kind of heavy. So next day, I got back my car. I also got a box of new gloves. Someone from the Q&A asked what's the most powerful image I've ever captured. I would probably say Protege's album cover for A Matter of Time. Just because I've heard so many interpretations of what people get that cover to mean or what that cover means to them. And you know, it's just been in front of so many eyes. I think that's probably the most powerful image I've taken. I guess when someone says powerful image, an image that impacts people or makes people feel something, if I guess it's the image that has moved people the most or impacted people the most, I think by default it would be that album cover. This question is in Portuguese. How was your experience here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? Bless. My experience in Rio was really short, like one night. Brazil is a little tough because I only speak English. Brazil is really a country that speaks Portuguese first and Spanish second. Navigating Brazil overall was a bit difficult. Finding food was a bit tough. Otherwise, it was cool. You know, people are really nice. People are really accommodating. Just the language barrier, which isn't a fault of yours. You know, Brazil is really different. I do think though that this is a good time to wrap this vlog up. If you've reached the end of this video, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys continue to stay safe. Hope you guys continue to take care of yourselves and all of that. Thank you so much for partaking. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys just stay safe and continue to bless up yourself.